All right, 155, State of Ohio Girls High School Wrestling Preview brought to you by Bodycraft Fitness. 155 is also no joke here. We've got ranked number one as a freshman, Savannah Holderby from Reynoldsburg, and she's going to have a field behind her gunning for her. So before I get to that, let me give you the field here. We got Madison Jeffers from Tri-County North. We've got Vanessa Rechterman from Xenia. We have Jada Patrick from Alliance. Savannah Holderby, as I mentioned, from Reynoldsburg. Isabella Adams from Chippewa. Lydia Heinrich from Olentangy Orange. Jenny Houston from Schroeder. Maya Reeves from Port Clinton. Kylie Tate from Warren. Kaylin Dimagol from Columbia. Natasha Knight is from Hillsboro. Evelyn Krause from Delaware. Riley Miller from Ross. Katie Hammersmith from Marysville. Emma Bolyard from Hilliard Darby. And Michaela Newland from East Liverpool. So those are your 16 girls. Welcome to the Schottenstein Center. I'm excited to watch you all wrestle there this year. You're going to absolutely love it. Being down at the Schott, it's a different environment and definitely worthy of being sanctioned for the first year here in Ohio. We're all excited. We're all behind you, and you get to be the pioneers of being the first ones to walk through that tunnel and come out into the open, into the cavernous crowd that you're gonna experience there. So welcome. I hope you're excited. Let's talk a little bit more about this weight class. So I mentioned Holderby. She's been number one all year and well deserved. She's a freshman, but listen, she's a Fargo All-American. And again, I'm just going to mention there's several Fargo All-Americans that are throughout the girls' brackets here at the state tournament. If you're new to the sport and don't know what that means, that just means they're All-American, right? This is the national tournament. It's highly regarded. Of all places, it's held in Fargo, North Dakota. Somehow it got stuck there, and it's staying there as far as I know. Anyways, that's beside the point. She's an All-American. She took fourth there at 16U this past summer, and she's also nationally ranked. So she's ranked 27th in the nation at this weight class, and she's no joke. She's actually undefeated, but she did take a forfeit in the finals at the regional tournament. And she's not hurt. She's healthy. It was a coach's choice to hold her out, which oftentimes happens in this sport. I'll just do a side rant on my own, just personal. I'm a fan. I'm not a coach. And so I'm just taking a fan's perspective here. Don't shoot the messenger. If you're a coach, I understand. I get it. I do. I understand holding out someone. I get it. It's just kind of part of the sport. But as a fan, I sure wanted to see that finals match. I might have a chance to see it again, but you just want to see more wrestling as a fan. So, side note, sometimes those things happen in wrestling. There's a healthy scratch, if you will. There's a forfeit that happens because you want to save your wrestler for the important part, and that's really where we're at now. We're at the Schott. So, taking second in the district, although it does put her Savannah in a different part of the bracket, she would be facing a number 4. So on paper, she would technically have an easier route. Her coaches are obviously confident that she's going to get that first round knocked out and then come on out all the way out into the championship. So that's just my feeling on it. We see it on the boys' side all the time. A little bit less on the girls' side. A couple of them in the regions this weekend, but it's just the way it goes in this sport. I'm not going to always get my way, but I just want to see more and more wrestling. So anyways, that's a side note. So Savannah's healthy. She's ready to rock and roll. We've got Michaela Newland. She's ranked number 1, as I mentioned. Michaela Newland is ranked number 2, and she's a returning state place winner. She's a junior. She's a junior. She took 5th last year, and she is very, very good. Kylie Tate would have been the opponent in the finals match that I wanted to watch at Olentangy Orange in the regionals. Kylie Tate, also very solid, a 2-time state place winner and a state runner-up. So, anticipated match that I didn't get to see. And to be honest with you, let me look at the brackets here real quick. I didn't get a chance to look at that. No. They will not see each other in the brackets unless they both make the finals. So it could happen, but only in the final situation. So maybe it will happen. We don't know. That's why they wrestle, right? Brackets, papers, rankings, things that I say, they don't matter. They don't matter. My hope is that I can just bring you a little bit of insight into what we're looking at here on paper. And as you're sitting there rooting for maybe your favorite wrestler, you have something else, some more information to go by. This is 155 pounds. Tate from Warren is a junior, a two-timer, as I mentioned, state runner-up last year. She took 6th at 137 the year before. Isabella Adams is ranked number 4. She's from Chippewa. She's a sophomore, but she places as a freshman last year at 145. She took 4th. So solid. Kaylin Dimagall from Columbia. That's a name that I've seen all year long. I don't know much about her. She's ranked 7th. But listen, she's a freshman, and that's probably why I don't know much about her. But I've mentioned before in other videos as I'm doing the preview, freshmen are up and coming. I mean, we're getting a lot more depth in the girls' rankings in the state of Ohio, and that's what we want, right? As fans, that's what we want. And Dimagall is one of those names you're going to see around for a long time. She's solid. Now, here's the thing: she takes 4th in the Menor District, which just looks like an absolute wrecking ball to me. That looked like a deep district. It's called regionals, but I'm saying district because we're going to have to change the terminology probably next year or the year after when it starts lining up more with the boys and the numbers come into it. That's a side tangent. Let's call it regionals. It's regionals. She was in the Mentor regional, and it was a gauntlet. She takes 4th. So, you know, how is she going to do at the state level, ranked number 7, but coming out 4? She's got Kylie Tate, and that's going to be, I'll just go straight to that. That's going to be one of those circled matches I really want you to watch because that's going to be the test for her. Tate is ready. As I mentioned, she's a two-timer, two-time state place winner. And this is going to be a test for Dimagall. First match out at the Schottenstein Center. Round number 1, 155 pounds. Jada Patrick also has been here before. She's been on the podium. 2 years ago, she placed 3rd at 150 pounds. And she's from Alliance, and she is a junior. So Patrick is somebody to watch. Definitely, she's ranked 8th. Maya Reeves from Port Clinton, state qualifier. Now a 2-time state qualifier. She is ranked number 11, and she is someone to watch. Lydia Heinrich from Olentangy Orange is ranked 12th. She's a sophomore. Emma Bolyard from Hilliard Darby is a sophomore as well, and she's ranked 13th. Riley Miller, 14 from Ross. She is a senior. There are a couple of girls that I want you to watch also in this bracket at 155 to, you know, for good matches, actually. So I already mentioned the Dimagall Tate match. I do think that you should watch Natasha Knight and Evelyn Kraus. Now that's a round number 1, round of 16 match. Knight from Hillsborough and Kraus from Delaware. They're both freshmen. So here we are, a couple freshmen under the lights, under the big stage there at the Schottenstein Center, and they're both ranked closely together. Knight is ranked 23rd, and Kraus from Delaware is ranked 26th. So I think it should be a pretty competitive match. Let's see what happens there at the Schottenstein Center. So there you go. I did mention Holderby before, and again, her placement in this bracket is interesting to me because the Olentangy Orange 1 Tate does have Dimagall, as I mentioned before. I hashtagged that one and circled that one only because I want to see what Dimagall's made of. But that would be Holderby's position versus Dimagall. Instead, she forfeits, takes the 2nd. She now has Jada Patrick. So is she better or worse? I don't know. Dimagall is ranked 7th. Patrick is ranked 8th. Dimagall is a freshman. Patrick is a returning state place winner. So circle that match as well. Let's see what happens in that opening round. I'm not making predictions, but I do think that that's going to be an interesting match to watch. Holderby from Reynoldsburg versus Patrick from Alliance. And that's it at 155. So that's your 155-pound bracket at the state tournament. Schottenstein Center brought to you by Bodycraft Fitness. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you at the shot.